Pastor Roy Gerhardt from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. Well, we're getting really close to the big reveal in Joseph's life. We're going to get to that this Sunday, and it's going to be exciting to follow that out next week, because this big reveal is a moment when God's plan comes together in Joseph's life with his brothers, and all of them end up blessed. Now, we've been watching the work of God unfold in Joseph's life, and we've put a lot of emphasis on the way in which Joseph is able to overcome, how Joseph approaches his servitude as a slave, how he approaches life in prison, how he just handles all of these years of adversity by relying on God and giving credit and glory to God. Now, it's really important, though, that we end this week appreciating fully all that God has done. You see, if we were to come out of this week looking at it as if God assisted Joseph in achieving his goals and dreams, we would have appraised all of this exactly upside down. We would have missed the fact that really God is the designer-in-chief on all of this. He's designed it, he's planned it, and he has enabled Joseph to live into it. We know that because God gave Joseph the dreams. You see, when we talk about Joseph's dreams, we're not talking about a boy who had great aspirations that someday he would rise to the top. This is not at all what we're talking about. We have to remember there were literally dreams that God imparted into Joseph's mind while he was sleeping. This sets the stage for a recognition of the work of God in Joseph's life and in his brothers' lives. You see, when the day comes that Joseph's brothers approach him on bended knee, just as Joseph dreamed, and then on top of that, Joseph's brothers, his father, his entire family come and recognize him as the man in charge. This is an absolute fulfillment of the dream, the picture of his future that God had given to Joseph. Therefore, Joseph's able to now look back over his life and say, wow, it all came together just the way God showed me so long before. Fact is, what Joseph was shown, he couldn't really grasp what it was going to be like, what the situation was, or how it would all transpire. He couldn't even then work toward that goal. Do you understand that? He couldn't even try to achieve it. All that he could do is follow God in his life and let God unfold the plans and bring it all together. This whole thing designed, planned, and empowered by God then as Joseph followed him. This has made such an impression on me that we are often so focused on what we want to achieve or trying to figure out a way that we can even achieve something that we have our heart stirred toward, where God has called us and said, here's where I'm leading you. And we get so caught up in trying to figure out how to make it happen that often we are missing the reality. The real truth is that we don't make it happen. We haven't put the whole plan together. What we are as Christians, as people who have discovered the joy of following the Lord and knowing that God has an incredible plan for this whole world and plans for our lives. And we're willing to trust God and allow God to make that unfold in our lives as we would faithfully just step out there and follow after him. That's all Joseph does. It's all we can do. God is leading the way. And what an unveiling we are about to see in Joseph's life with his brothers. Think about that in your own life. I'm sure that you and I can look back over our lives and see moments in our life when God revealed a plan that he had been putting together and working out in our lives. And remember that it only came about because God made it happen. And as we follow the Lord in our lives, we see how God takes steps that we could never have foreseen, never have connected the dots on, but God brought it all together. That's the great message that you and I have that motivates us to follow after the Lord, faithfully, obediently, trusting Him to make it all happen. Glory to God. May God bless you today, and as you share this good news, may God make you a blessing wherever He takes you.